we will have Slobodan Zivanov, CPTO from TX FinTech and mentor to aspiring founders. He will present us the annual salary survey. And yeah, I would like to welcome you on stage. Thank you for your effort.
So welcome everyone to the Roadmaps conference. I'm the first guy here, so I'll be the one that needs to cut it short so we make the schedule. For the past couple of years, we've been doing salary surveys in the Serbian product community, so I'll try my best to represent this to you in an interesting fashion. Ignore all the stupid jokes I'm going to make. Opening with numbers is the name that Anna gave it, and I just went to it with that. Why not? I'm the CPTO of TX FinTech, and we're a small company that tries to solve some problems, make some products, and then try to sell it. We'll see how that goes. We're doing it all by the book. It's all like really product oriented, like crap. So, why are we here? We're going to present the survey, and the thing is, I tried to divide it into 3 sections and make it interesting for you. So the first one is who we actually are. This sample is pretty representative of Serbian product community, so we're actually going to be talking about us and not the survey. Second is we're just going to go for the money, see how much money we're making, who's actually taking a lot of it. And then at the end, you know, like on YouTube, if you stay until the end of the video, I'm going to give you 4 easy ways to increase your salary. One is horrible. No, I mean truly, you'll see. So who we are. We can see here it's almost completely 50-50, males and females. And if we check the same thing that my colleague just tested, it looks like 95% of us actually have a job right now. About 70% of us, 75% have permanent employment. Everything else is divided into self-employed or bias or similar. And up there you can see the actual number of people in the 2 surveys. The numbers went down a bit. We'll try to get it up. But the interesting thing is the sample is really stable. So from 22 to 24, all of the numbers I'm going to show you later stayed suspiciously stable. So where do we live? Most of us live in Belgrade, almost 70%, Novi Sad, Niš, Subotica, and there's Kragujevac actually. You see the little one? But Canva doesn't want to put Kragujevac on there. It has something against you people. It probably bought one of your cars. If we look at how long we've been working on product, we can see that like almost 80% of us is between 2 and 10 years. The really worrying part is this. It's just 5% of new people. What do we put on LinkedIn? We lie like everybody else. It's actually skewed a bit to the left, as you can see, which we can't say for the rest of the world currently. But almost 50% of the people are senior leads or up. This is interesting because we're going to cover it later in the salaries and actually see that how much does it make sense. If you can see the percentages over here, it's almost 50-50. Do we do like any kind of team leading or not? Homegrown or imported, again, almost 50-50. Now, the thing, I have to come back to this. This is a survey of the Serbian product people, not the survey of Serbian IT industry. And how can you see that? Outsource isn't 95%. It's actually 63% going for companies that produce their own products. So we're sort of in a good place. Outsourcing is 26% and then 11% between different setups. So where's the money? Of course, it's in plumbing and welding. But since we can't all do that, I'm pretty good at welding. Let's go for the money shot. 2,250 euros. Did you expect that? That's a median. So the samples are a bit skewed, so they're not normally distributed. All the numbers I'm going to show you are actually medians. And as I said, they're suspiciously stable across different surveys. So going forward, I'm just going to use one number and not bother you with this is 22, this is 24. Net, it's all net. Yeah. So as you can see, the difference there is almost 100 euros. It's not statistically significant. And when you look at the rest of the data, it's also really stable. Interesting point here is almost 80% is below 3,000 euros. And then the rest is separated above with only 2% in 5,000 plus. Now, this is a really interesting one from a statistical standpoint. Also, I didn't say why the hell am I talking about the numbers. My educational background is in electronics and psychology. Nobody knows why. But anyway, I got hooked on statistics when I was doing psychology and data analysis, so here I am. The default Serbian product community numbers guy. So it seems that it doesn't matter how long you've been doing this gig, it plateaus after 4 years, which is really interesting. It tells a lot about the companies we actually work for. So only extremely senior people get a bit more money, and that's really not a lot. Now, we come back to the LinkedIn. So here we are skewed to the right, like the European Parliament. And the really interesting thing is, again, if you remember the percent of people that were in senior and upper, we can see that same plateau here again. Senior lead head positions basically plateaued, and then CPO and directors of product going up. Now you can't just change your job and decide tomorrow you're going to be a director of product. So it doesn't help much. And if you remember the previous one, you're not going to wait for 20 years, right? So where's the money? It's going to be global for everyone. Not a lot we can do here. Well, we're going to the 4 things that I'm going to help you with. I said the first one is horrible. The first one is truly horrible. So it doesn't matter that we work in IT. It doesn't matter that most of us work for foreign companies. It doesn't matter that 99% of us have college education. In Serbia today, if you're male in product, you're going to have a statistically significant higher salary. This is truly horrible. This is something we have to fight. Second thing, now we're getting to something that you can actually do. If you're working for a domestic company or a foreign company, there's a statistically significant difference in your salary. So when somebody from abroad is hiring, you apply and you ask for more money. And it's the biggest difference in the whole study. It's 600 euros. The last two. The first one is something that we sort of assumed. So if you work for a product company, your salary is going to be higher. If you work for a mixed match, it's going to be somewhere in the between. And if you're working in outsource, it's going to be the lowest. This result isn't statistically significant, but it's really close. It's 0.06. So if I tweaked the data a bit, it would be. And the last thing, do you really want to be a team lead? Well, it seems you do. It's about 350 euros difference, almost statistically significant. But from my almost 20 years in this industry, there's a huge difference. If you want to accept a team lead position, you have to choose, are you only taking over responsibility, or you're taking over a position where you can make decisions. The first one isn't worth that money. Don't do that to yourself. If you're getting a position where you can decide something, go for it. What are we left with? Oh, look, it's all our new friends. I had to mention AI here. So this is 2023, 24. So we didn't have questions that cover actually AI. In the next one, which is going to be 25, 26, we're going to cover it in more details. Later, the speakers are going to go through this in way, way more detail and give some options and ways to do it. But it's probably what's going to be, what I'm going to present you in 2 years. It's going to be, is your company AI first or not? And that's it. I won't take more of your time. Thank you. I didn't go over time, although. Is there any questions? Go.
If you know, what is the average salary overall in Belgrade?
No idea. I'm from Novi Sad. I don't know. There's a survey that a friendly company, Fishing Bookers, did, and their survey covers a whole bunch of it. But I checked the results. The part that we're interested in is really small. Their small sample is really small, so it's actually really comparable to us, but no difference. Overall, I'm not sure. Does anyone have information like from the top of your head? What's the average salary in IT? Nope. Okay. Nobody from Belgrade. Okay. Well, thanks for listening to me.